Hey guys, what's going on? Just no freaking way here. For once, I'm making a commentary, which I have not done in a very long while. I considered making one a couple days ago, but I didn't, so I figured I'd save it for my rebuttal to Z on our last Land on Everything mission. Right now, you're seeing my mission to, well, I'll save that for later, but actually, believe it or not, this is one of my first interplanetary missions. I have not had much experience traveling between planets, but I get it done today. And right now, you're seeing everything done at 3 times speed. Hopefully, just to not make this video last forever. Just make it last, 9 minutes instead of 30. So yeah. Not really sure what I want to talk about. I guess I'll discuss the mechanics with you guys a little bit of the mission and what I did. Well, first, used a basic asparagus staging design, which I kind of threw together myself really quick. Basically, just for the purpose of getting me into orbit. I'm pretty efficient at getting into orbits, but I hadn't done much in terms of like calculations with like fuel drag and how to correctly do that stuff. So, I mean, I could probably do that a little bit better. But yeah. So right now you're just seeing me get into orbit, kind of fast forwarding until I get to the apoapsis so I can circularize. When I was doing the test run, I actually got a perfectly circular orbit with 0% eccentricity, which is actually pretty fucking outstanding in my book. It's pretty rare to get an orbit that's, meter to meter perfect. So I definitely call that a good day. Also, during the test run, I forgot the landing gear again, just like the last mission, but I fixed it before I took off in this one. So, yeah. So now this is me just playing with the mechanics of the orbit. And I figured like that's a good point. Like both of those nodes are out of the atmosphere, so I really don't have to worry too much about it this time again. So the sphere of influence I'm heading for is actually Duna in this case. And I kind of just go with the wing it approach, like break atmosphere, assume I'm in a good position, and kind of get close and then readjust once I get there. And, I mean, it kind of worked out well for me. You might see me having to reposition the planets, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I did that in the actual mission or if I did that in the rerun. But it's one of the two. So I think you'll see me here just get into position and start to launch away. Yep. So I guess Duna's in the correct spot. We kind of just start breaking Kerbin's SOI. Yep, there's the moon getting in our way again. Alright, so we've broken the sphere of influence, and now I'm kind of just testing around to see how close we get to Duna. And not many good nodes for that right now. Well, I kind of like move it. Oh, there's a close one. So let's see how close I can get it. Not really sure. That's really close. Oh, we get an intercept. Sweet. So we kind of fast forward up to there. I don't think I get a direct intercept when I actually do the actual burn, though, because there's always like the minor adjustments necessary. But I do get awfully close, and a quick readjustment once I get close will put me into a proper intercept. Blah, can't really talk today. So now you're just seeing me kind of burn to try to match the orbits, and I'm actually super impressed with how well the node mechanics for all the orbits work. Like their patched conics actually are really excellent in this game. They definitely did a great job with the calculations on this. Like to the point where point calculations to figure things out aren't really as efficient as using calculus. And so yeah, I'm super impressed by Squad in this. So as you can see, the orbits are starting to match up, but I never really get the sphere of influence lined up. So I guess we'd be off by a few million meters, I guess. Well, since the sphere of influence is I'd say be off by about 70 million meters. But that's quick correction once I start getting close, and you can see that as we start approaching, I'll add another node in there so we can fully line up together. Getting awfully close to that planet. Yeah, just like a couple hundred meters delta V right there. We'll line it all up. And just correcting, and there is our meetup right there. Yep, there it is. So just fast forward to there and start matching orbits. Man, Dune is really small. Get to a apoapsis and circularize the orbit. I'm actually surprised how much fuel I have left. Like, if you look, I have a ton of oxidizer and liquid fuel left, especially for the size of the ship. I mean, nuclear engines are incredibly efficient, and they're a very useful tool for interplanetary travel. I'm not exactly sure the total delta V they give me while in space, but it's definitely not an insignificant amount. So I noticed there I got an intercept with Ike, and I thought I'd be nice to my cohort, and I'll let him take the atmosphere and use that for air braking while I'll try to land on Ike, and hopefully that'll be a fair deal. So you can see, just got into Ike's sphere of influence, which is actually considerably smaller than Duna's. Although it's very Ike is very considerably sized in comparison to Duna. That's really cool. So there's me circularizing with Ike, and I try to land on the light side, because in the test mission when I landed on the dark side, and I lived, but the ship was not in one piece, needless to say. So that's kind of what happened there. Just now bringing the apoapsis down, and it's on the light side of the planet. Good. So now we can just come in for a good landing here. You can see me just reducing our orbit. I'm gonna put us on a crash trajectory into the lighter side of the moon. But so it's basically so we can slow ourselves down without just falling dead drop into it. Because horizontal V is much easier to get rid of than delta V. Because horizontal velocity is much, easier to get rid of than vertical velocity. Because with the vertical velocity, you're on a time constraint of, you're falling into the ground, but if you're going completely sideways, you're not getting much closer to the ground. Not by a significant enough, amount to worry about the time. So now we're just coming in, preparing for the landing. Got the landing gear down this time. Flying with Bob. I noticed that the landing part is above 5,000 meters, so actually we could time warp straight into the ground here, which would not be good, but it is possible. And so you can see it just coming down for landing, and a nice soft touchdown right there. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck to my partner doing the Land on Everything mission with me, Zehethi, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Just no freaking way out. Peace.